Hello everyone. I just thought I would gonna do my Mallard builds on live stream now on Streamlabs because the issues they just take too long in a pre-recorded video. So I'm now doing them on live stream. Hello to the viewer. What I'm building is the Paltworks Mallard in O gauge by Hachette. Hello there, MP Model Plastics. Hello to you. Nice of you to join in on my live stream in the chat. I'm building the Paltworks Mallard in O gauge. So I normally do them on pre-recorded, but the pre-recorded videos you just don't have enough time, and they can go for over an hour to try and do one issue. So now I'm doing them on live stream. It's most of the build is all in photo etch. So this is the chassis frame for the Mallard train that I'm building. Got the first middle section done. Also, I've got a few parts that. Oh, thank you very much for saying that, model MP Model Plastics. That's very kind of you. Hello there, Lee. How are you? So I just got to work this first issue out. I'm never prepared. That's the thing, you know. I don't remove everything. It tells you to remove everything from the fret, but I don't do that because otherwise you can get mixed up with the parts, because the parts are not actually numbered. So it gives you a number guide in the pamphlet. MP Plastic Model says, I'm started working on a Nakajimi B6N2 torpedo bomber. Oh, cool. Nice. Lee says, hi, MP. Spruce says, hi, Lindsay, MP and Lee. MP Model Plastic says, 172 from Hobby 2000. Hayfield Road, the layout in the loft says, hi, Dave. MP Model Plastic says, hi, Sprue and Glue. Right, what bit do I want? So I want to take chassis spatial plate part E84 and place it on a flat surface using your fingers. Gently bend it up 90 degrees. Check the bend is square and then put it to one side along with a chassis spacer PE83 and axle bushes blah, 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 for later use in the build. So that's E84, which will be that little blighter in the middle. So we'll get that one out. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat as much as I can and work at the same time. The guys are just talking to themselves, amongst themselves. I did buy myself a soldering set, a soldering iron set sprue. Um, I haven't tried it out yet, but I mean, it does recommend that you don't solder this one. I don't know why. It says, it's not really recommended to solder this, just super glue it. Whether it's the material it's made from or not, I don't know. But I'm thinking to myself, maybe it should really need soldering because, like everybody knows, super glue kind of breaks up and flakes and disappears after a number of years. But I am going to have a go at trying to solder this before I get too far into this chassis because there is a lot of structural kind of pieces in it. Although there's like bracing bars and it's the screws, there is screws holding the bracing bars together because this is only the middle section of the chassis because there's another one to go this side and another one to go this side. So yeah, it's it's a difficult one to say really, Dave. Do you know what I mean? But I think I am going to try. If I can get it on enough low heat as possible without blowing holes in it, yeah, it'll be okay. So, because some parts are quite thick and some parts are quite thin. But yeah, it's just a matter of practice, I suppose, just trial and error. But I don't want to mess it up, if you know what I mean. Um, Lord Peter Webster says, "Hi, Lindsay. Hi there to you, Peter." Spree says, "Okay, cool." MP Model Plastic says, "All that model of locomotive is in photo etch and brass." Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm afraid it is. I think there's only about 3 or 4 plastic parts in it. All the rest is photo etch and die cast. I'm only going to read the ones out that's directed at me. All you other guys can talk to one another and read the comments between yourselves. Yeah, thank you. WPE Bender. Yeah, I've got 2 of them actually, one for light duty and one for heavy. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat. Right, where was I? Otherwise, I'm going to get nothing done. I am using Streamlabs, guys, so I can't bring anybody in. Not yeah, Streamlabs. Yeah. Um, MP Plastic. Yeah. You did get the option of buying all the mechanism and the motors for it, but that was an extra cost. I mean, without the motors and all the gearing, the actual build comes to over nearly £1,200. So then you would have to fork out for the motors and all the gearing for it, which was around about, I think the motor itself was, just let me look, because I've got a pamphlet here with a motor. Just the motor alone and one cog is actually, I think it was something like 89, 99, 99 pound, something like that. That was just for the motor and just one cog. That's you know, so that's another extra £100. But this kit is over. I started collecting this back in, what was it, 2010 or 11, and I've got all the issues, but it's been sat in a cupboard all those years up until a few months ago. So I think it'll look okay just as a static display. But I suppose I could like um, motorise it, but being an O gauge one, uh, you know, you need a layout really for it. But I'm quite happy just to have it as a static display. Yeah, it's a lot of money, Sprue. Is that question directed at me, Sprue? Did you do any videos or you chat to someone else? Yes, it is a very nice locomotive. It's going to be well worth the result once it's finished. I managed to get hold of the Garter Blue paints, and I bought them from which one was it? I think it was Howe's Models up in London, and I could only get them in Rail Match, which is the enamel, and that was for the Garter Blue. And I managed to get hold of 5 bottles, so I've got plenty to be going on with if I get a reaction or anything. Because I actually think that the actual, I'll show you. This is the actual part of the locomotive. This actual bit is die cast, and I've rubbed this down near enough down to the bare metal because I think this was powder coated. So this is going to take a lot of primer to cover this powder coating. But it's like I say, you can see where I've been rubbing it down, where I rubbed it all down. But I've managed to get quite a few brass etch parts on this as well. And this is the cab that I've been building. There's quite a lot more to go into this yet. So, but you know what part works are like. They jump all over the place. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much, Model Plastic. Yes, they do. They do. They cost a lot of money now, sprue. I mean, this one wasn't too bad when I first started collecting it. I think they were £7.99 per issue, so that wasn't too bad back then. Also, I did a Hachette Tiger in 1/16 scale by Hachette as well. That's down there on down there on the bottom shelf. Did that a long time ago. Right, back to business. Uh, folded. Space ready for button. Like that. Yeah, they're very expensive nowadays. Yeah, they take 2 years to collect. Yeah, this was a 2 year one too. I suppose really, I mean, I suppose back then because they weren't too bad in price, you didn't really miss the money every week. Because I used to just my local news agent used to get it for me. So that one then. So that one goes to one side with those. But Jesse's supposed to play E83. Which one's E83? Which is this one. I mean, I quite enjoy building these part works. This one has been a dream. You know, I've not had no issues whatsoever with this. I mean, being it's all photo etch, it's good because you know what photo etch is like. It can be a complete nightmare. MP Plastic. Am I subscribed to you? Can't remember whether I am or not. Yeah, I'd love to see Peter stream his builds when he's doing it. Like those two go together for a later date in the build. Right, now I can do stuff. Take chassis spacer, plate E80, place it on flat surface, using your fingers gently bend over 190-degree edges. Okay. I've got to make kind of a box for that part E80, which is that part. It's been a while since I've done this build. Yeah, for this one because it's a bit soft. This one. What you like? Uh, okay. Right. So Oh, cool. DB9 James Bond car. Yeah, my cousin did that. He was a bit of a James Bond fan. Excuse if I'm quiet, guys. I am concentrated. I've made like a little table. Look at that. Coffee table. Somewhere to put my tea when I'm doing live feeds. Right. So, what's that bit? I've skipped a bit here. I have. Right, use our way of bias curve about E82. Need that. Which is that part there. Which is all bending this week. This issue anyway. Don't know why I say week. It's not as though I'm collecting the issues because I've got them all. There's people that's not subscribed to my channel. Please, can you subscribe? Oh my word, Peter, that's a lot of stuff you're building. Yeah, we should consider live streaming Sprue. He really should. What he'll have to do is go around, buy all these muzzles for the family to keep them quiet, and then he can stream. Or build yourself a little man cave down the bottom of the garden, lock the door, and away you go. Right, bend that bit up. She's got to go up another 90-degree angle. that piece. I think the other one's not a bend. I think you just take it straight out. Yep. I'll probably do another issue after this one. Probably do a couple of issues. It's only like 3240 and it is live, so it doesn't matter, does it? Yes, you do, Sprue. Behave. No, well, you see, if you subbed already, it don't matter then, does it? But you wasn't. I don't know what you like. Right. Now it's a case of putting it together. That way up. I'm going to put an end bit so afterwards. I'll put this bit in first. Just do a test fit. Might have to loosen the frame off. I've noticed with these that the slots are not big enough for the thingies to go in. Well, that one's alright. Get that to sit down. You stay where you are and I can super glue you in. Hello there, Mark's Mods. I'm on the Mallard build, Mark. Started. For a minute. turn it over and do the other side. As far as I can't remember it, I am sure there was a Parkworks Flying Scotsman. Am I right or am I wrong, Mark? At one point. You have to make sure you get this frame absolutely dead level. Yeah, I thought so, Mark. Because that came out before the Mallard, didn't it? Or was it the other way around? So that's one piece in. That's one of the other cross members just gone in. Now I've got to turn it over. It doesn't give me any indication. I mean, I know I've got to put it over there like that, but it doesn't give me any indication because, like, I've got a long square rectangle thing there, and then a small square this side. Now, it doesn't really give me any indication which side that's got to be, which is quite dumb. Wait a minute. I think that goes that way around. Have a look at that. Yep, goes around that way. You can just about see it on this bottom completed section. Okay, so that's got to go on there. Okay, it's going to be a tight squeeze, but we'll get it in. Some little lugs there. That's smack on those. You know you're doing it right when everything fits into other parts. So I've got to a bit of super glue there. Sorry if you can't see, and I've got this up in the air. No, it's going to be a static display, Ian. It's like I was saying to the other guys earlier. This actual Hachette part works. This, I mean, I've had it just over 10 years sitting around in a cupboard. And at the time, yeah, you could buy the motor for it and the gears and other parts, but the motor alone cost £100, and the actual build of what I've got now cost me about £1,200. I'm quite happy with it to be a static display because I should put it in a diorama, have a diorama around it when it's complete, put it on some tracks, and so that's set. That's another piece on. Push that down a bit. Last but not least, section. Thank you, Alan.
Louise turned the notifications off. My phone's nutty.
I'm putting this last section in now. Look at it, that goes that top section there. Flat edges at the top. Yep. Okay. So I'll get that bit glued in. Hold that together for a minute while it's drying. So that's that issue done. Put a bit of super glue there. Put into that. Stop those flapping around. That's what we've got so far, guys. I've put that part in. That one in. bent those other bits up for the next one, and a bracket in there. So that's that issue complete. Shall we do another one, guys? Do you want to stick around and watch another one? I'm quite happy to sit here and do another one, if you want. So that's issue 8. Going to issue 9. I had a knife here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, okay then, Mark. We'll do another one. This one's got a bit of a bend in it. Oh dear. Probably straighten up once I get it out. That's because it's been sitting in the box all those years like that. Let's have a look, see what we got. Here it gives you a guideline as well when you're doing your chassis frames for your bends. These 2 red ones we've already done. The blue ones will be these. There's this one, and then the next issue 10, is the other side. So this is where this issue that I've just done comes in with the brass inserts. So there's quite a lot to do in this one, by the look of it. Quite a lot. Not too happy with this bend in it though. I hope this comes out when I free it from the fret. Bruce says, "Oh yes, please." Lord Peter says, "Go for it, Lindsay." Ian Fraser says, "Go for it." Peter Webster says, "More the merrier, Lindsay." Peter Webster says, "Enjoy watching a master at his craft." I don't know about the master, Peter. Come on. Right, let's get this out of here. I'll free this top bit first because that is part of that at the top. This one could probably take a bit of time, actually. We have a springy So this is part E207. Has to go like that, do it like that. That's the first fold line. It's got to go. Right. Okay. That's those folds. You have to fold it that way, then this way, but only very, very slightly, and it gives you the diagram, so you put that up to your diagram. And it's not far off, just I've allowed a little bit more, just in case. So that's that piece bent in shape. The chassis frame assembly from the previous issue. Use a flat bead and file to the heads off the space and screws. So the flush on both sides of the brush. Okay. I've got to take off the heads of these first. Oh, Peter. What I'm doing right now, it tells me to flatten off these screw heads to down to the level of this. They are kind of countersunk, so you've not got to take it all the way down, just enough for, I think it's for this chassis rail to fit over the top, I think, more or less, which is like that kind of thing. It goes like that, because that will go on there, kind of like that. You get what I mean? Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying. Bit sticking up there. Right, just had to need to have a little read here, guys. Right, I've got to find a pony plate, which is P250. Yeah. Which is that bit there. That's that bit there around. Did you get all those metal tracks finished, Sprue? This is actually a really, really big project, this is. I don't think this kit was very, very popular, to be honest. I don't think it was a big seller. I've only ever found 3 videos on this on YouTube, and they all got as part of into issue 3, and then that was it. So I thought, oh, surely somebody's built this and done YouTube videos, but it's like I say, I managed to find 3 people, and they all got as far as issue 3, and then that was it, no more. Here. It's in is there. In. Hopefully this drops on straight away in the right place. Otherwise I should be in trouble with it. That's it. Lindsay, you are the man. Straight away. What's that bit done? Next bit. This next step, you will need 3 of the axle bushes from issue 8, part PE 109403. Check they fit into the holes on the left hand side. Right, okay. So I need. Where's he got that facing? No way. I need 3 of those. Each of these little bobbies. Need 3 for the next issue. They will go with that. Just as I thought, they don't really fit. I need to slightly open the holes. Here we go. Another one in. Right. It doesn't say anything about gluing them, so step 9. Place the left-hand chassis frame outer section onto the left-hand side inner. In other words, I've just got to come out of there again. Good job I didn't get the crazy idea of gluing those. Right, there goes that. I'm not going to do any gluing yet. Make them straight out. If in doubt, get some clips out. See what it wants me to do next. Place the chassis, blah blah. Okay. Just super glue around these space, I think. I'll do all three of those on the outside. Over the other side. I think this is where solder would come in handy, actually. I can go around them later. You all fell asleep yet? It's not that bad, Peter, to be honest. I've got to glue something here. obviously I've got to try and glue this chassis bit to the other bit. Do the glue over the top of it actually, or a little bit in between it. I think that's what it's telling me to do actually. Next bit is asking me to glue. I waste so much super glue on stuff like this. It's unbelievable. Pull it apart and then glue it. The only bit I'm not looking forward to is building all the driver's cab inside, because I think that's going to be a nightmare, that bit. We can catch up with some of this chat. Spruce says, "Nope, I am in awe of this build." Peter Webster says, "I have Duke of Gloucester 00 gauge local kit, loco kit. That's 2mm etched brass and white metal dart. I'm yet to build." Ooh, that's yeah. We've got East Coast UK. It says, "Afternoon, Lindsay and Lord Peter, Dave, Ian, MP, and Lee. Welcome to the stream." Okay, that's that bit done. Just keep that bit on the end for now. Take left hand side, slide bar support bracket detail plate part E61 and fit it into position. What the hell is that? Okay, E61. Let's move some crap. Let's go find out what it is. What is that? E61. That little blighter there. The diagrams on this are not very clear. Kind of like some of it is guesswork. So this is one-sided because it's got rivets on the one side. Right. It's finished. Clear that in. I found you. Oh, you got you. I got you. It's a big old issue, this one. Come on, get off. Don't do this to me. And the trouble with super glue, it dries out pretty quick. You have to be quick. Just managed to get that off. Not like all your screws and nuts and bolts were yours. This is all gluing. This time again. Yeah, that's not down. Right. The left-hand front beam support part 87 fitted in and glue into position, making sure it's positioned at 90 degrees to the chassis. RC 97. It's a tiny bit. Yeah. These days I'll invest in a wax pencil. Keep meaning to buy one. I'll think about it and then I'll get distracted and then I don't end up getting it. Don't want it that way up. That's it. Get it. Excuse me a minute, guys. Yeah. Huh? No, I'm in the middle of a live feed show. How much? Yeah. Right, I'll do that now. All right. Yeah, yeah. All right. I've got to go because I'm in the middle of a live feed. Sorry about that, guys. I'll be with you in a minute. Right, what was I doing? Sorry about that. A small bit on one eye. And that goes underneath. So, right, that diagram's a bit misleading. Uh, it's, that's a bit wrong. I mean, I've just lost that on the floor. And there it is. Which you can get really frustrated with sometimes. Stage 13. Use the long round nose pliers to bend the outer section of the left thumb motion bracket C 90 degrees. And use your fingers to bend the rest of the bracket at 90 degrees. Gotta go. Ah, that might be a bit. I like using these for photo etch. That's that bit bent and down and then down again. Right. Now, step 14, fit and then glue in position the left hand motion bracket detail plate part E89. E89. Do this like this. Yep, I was right. This bit. I told you this is all photo etched, didn't I, guys? Make sure I get that dead right first time, because that's got a hole in it. There's that small bracket in there. Next job is to put those into a box. Oh, let's see. Drop a bit right there, I think. Just hold it. Easy. Having to glue the folds. So put some strength back in it. I've got to still bend a little bit more on the small part. I'll get some glue on it and then let that set. And I can fold the other side because it's a lot shorter than this side. That's the piece I'm on about. That piece at the front there, that's a very, very small fold that way up. Okay. Next job. Number 16. Rome. It should be E100. Yeah, times 2. Still with us, guys? I've still got 6 viewers, so we're hanging on. This is the last stage to this issue. Hoping I could roll these without annealing them. Yes, that's got a recess on it. Recess fits in there. Roll this. Pick to do it that way. This way. Like that. Okay. think I'm going to have to do these off camera, guys. I think this is going to be a nightmare. But that's the last stage anyway of those. These go along there like that. So, but yeah, got quite a bit done in this stage. So there you go, guys. Let's just do a bit of the chat. Those bits I'm going to do off camera, guys. I'll go up to my webcam. Hello, guys. So that's issue 9. I've just got those 2 mudguard things to do, but I'm going to do them off camera. I need to find something the right diameter so I can bend them round it. And I haven't got nothing upstairs because I need the diameter for that kind of width, you see. So I've got to go in my shed and see if I can find something that kind of round. Maybe a hammer handle or something like that. But East Coast says definitely a nice build, top work, Lindsay. Yeah, thank you very much, East Coast. So yeah, I shall be back on with another stream, and I shall do issues 10, which is issue 10, which is the other side. And let me go back down to the camera. Issue 10 will be the other side. So be the same amount of work involved. So yeah, it's just that it's got a few extra more bits than what this one's got. There's 2 more bits here, yeah. So I don't know what they're for yet. Well, 1 bit actually, it's a plate. Don't know what that's for. So it hasn't mentioned that unless I missed it. So yeah, that will be issue 10. So I should do issue 10 next time. Maybe, I don't know, probably sometime next week. Or it could even be sooner than that if I get bored. Just do a pop-up random stream with it. So yeah. So I'll go back, cameras up. So yeah, guys, I should do that extra issue next time. Thanks for everybody to coming into the chat, talking to me and talking to one another. So yeah, thank you very much there, Spro, and thank you, Lee. So yeah, I should be back again and say goodbye. Bye bye, buddies.